The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent.
What's up? How y'all doing? So, this is a reaction video. I think black people, we finally starting to wake up. I think black people are finally starting to wake up just a little bit. So, get your bitch, get your kids, get your food, popcorn, all that. Let's go.
To stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age.
And I don't know, maybe he said this or he didn't, but minors should be able to sue these doctors. Not only that, if a parent disagrees with this decision and the other parent doesn't, if there's no agreement between both parents, the parent that disagrees with it should be able to sue the physician as well.
I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. I will declare that any hospital or healthcare provider that participates in the chemical or physical mutilation of minor youth will no longer meet federal health and safety standards for Medicaid and Medicare and will be terminated from the program immediately. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. We will also investigate whether Big Pharma or others have illegally marketed hormones and puberty blockers, which are in no way licensed or approved for this use. My Department of Education will inform states and school districts that if any teacher or school official suggests to a child that they could be trapped in the wrong body, they will be faced with severe consequences, including potential civil rights violations for sex discrimination and the elimination of federal funding.
As they should. I don't know if you guys know this, but you are not allowed to speak with children about any religions without their parents' consent. It is illegal. You cannot talk to children about religions. You can't do it. It's illegal unless you have parental consent. That's why teachers don't typically talk about religions or anything like that. Unless you send a child to a Catholic school or something like that, teachers aren't allowed to do that. So if they're not allowed to do that, why the hell would they be allowed to talk to students about their gender, sexuality, or making drastic transitions like Donald Trump was talking about?
Part of our new credentialing body for teachers, we will promote positive education about the nuclear family, the roles of mothers and fathers, and celebrating rather than erasing the things that make men and women different and unique. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. The identity will not be new, and it will not be without parental consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of in all of human history. Nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today. It was all when the radical left invented it just a few years ago. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
Now, I want you guys to read these comments I'm about to show you, okay? And I want y'all to see the majority group of people who agree with what Donald Trump said. We about to read some of these comments. It said, not a fan of Trump, but this makes a lot of sense. Hope I can vote for Trump from Canada. We about to read these comments, right? How do I vote from Trump? How do I vote for Trump from Canada? First time Trump has spoken, I approve this message. I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm also not mad at this. I don't care for Trump, but I agree with him on this, for real, for real. Thank God I agree, Trump. He is right. He is absolutely correct. He's correct. I'll vote for him just for this. He finally said something worth listening to. Dude is going to win the next election. This is the first time this man said something that made sense. He's been on point. Nobody want to hear him, though. Now, I want to ask y'all something. Who is the main group that was agreeing with what Donald Trump said? Now, I want you to look through the video. Look at the pictures. You guessed it right. Not only women, right, who swore he was just this misogynistic, racist, radical racist black women. Ain't that ironic? You know, before the last time Donald Trump ran, he was trying to do this platinum plan, I guess, for black people, just black people, to where he was going to give away $500 billion to black business owners only. Now, can you guess who, out of all people in the U.S., are starting the most businesses? You're right. Black women. Meaning that platinum plan that Donald Trump made, it would have helped black women more than anybody else. And they still went out there and they made sure they marched and they made sure they got Donald Trump out of there. Atlanta, Georgia, they made sure they made this wave. Hey, we got to turn Georgia blue. We got to get Donald Trump out of there. The women, black women, were sent on a fool's errand. They were sent on a fool's errand. They were sent out here to help feminize black men. They were sent out here to make some type of coalition with gay people. They were sent out here to be the leader of the black family. And now they're finally starting to see that it was all going to blow up and is blowing up in their face. And the same man that they were talking about, we had to get out, we need anybody but him. You starting to see these same women who was talking all that rah-rah shit about Donald Trump. These same females are now, they advocating for him. Now they supporting him. Now they talking about they gonna vote for him. I've never seen so many black women say in not only in one video, just in comments, say they were gonna vote for Donald Trump or Republican at that. So black women, I think they finally starting to wake up because they're getting attacked from all sides right now. Black women are getting attacked everywhere. And the reason why I say that is because I don't mean physically from other people. I mean mentally, you know, they losing their peace right now. Internally, they're being attacked as well. Because now, how you going to have the children you want if the guys you are supposed to have black kids with are leaving? That's one. Number two, I don't know if y'all noticed, black women are starting to be replaced by transgender women. Transgender women are starting to replace black women. Black transgender women, really they men dressed up like females, but they're starting to replace black women. Black women are starting to take the back seat. All those people were using your powerful voice to get what they can out of you. And now that they've gotten everything that they needed, you no longer matter. And now y'all starting to see that. Now in this democratic matriarchy, you're starting to see it now. You're really starting to see that you were sent on a fool's errand. That you were just out here. We just need you for your numbers, your voice, your popularity. Because women, we all know that women think as a conglomerate. They think as a collective. Black women especially. Cardi B album a couple years ago, it went gold overnight. Black women supported that. Black women get on the same boat and support the same things. And now they see that these Democrats not only are turning on them, now your WIC not working no more. Now your Section 8 vouchers aren't working anymore. Now you're losing the same men that you've been talking about you want to have children with. They're leaving now. Now Democrats are putting you behind. Now immigrants and all these other people are coming before you, even though you were the first one on the line marching for them. Them Stacey Abrams, them Barack Obamas, them Michelle Obamas, them Jay-Z's, them Beyonce's, them LeBron James, them Snoop Dogg's, all them blue people who black women be advocating for. All them blue people, the Megan Thee Stallions, all them blue people that black women be advocating for, they starting to turn on you. And now you're starting to wake up. But I got one question. Black women, have you done so much damage? Right? Have you done, and let's not make a mistake. I'm not saying black men have not contributed, because we got them beta bobs out there, them blue beta males out there. We do. We got black men out here that are not handling their business. We got black men out here that are following under the leadership of a woman. We got that out here. But I want to ask you, black women, and you as an individual, if you're a black woman and you're watching this, I want to ask you a question. And think deeply when you answer. Have you done so much damage that now it's irreparable? It can't be fixed? It can't be repaired? Have you done so much damage that now you're putting yourself 5, 10, 15 years behind? And now nobody's here to save you. Because now black women, you're so independent, you're so strong, right? You're so strong and independent. You don't need nobody. So now all that empathy, compassion that people used to have for you, they starting to lose it. Like, share, and subscribe.